Alright, so we did a video where I just decided it was time to start teaching her how to drive a stick shift. So just took her out, grabbed my cell phone and started videoing it. Well, it took off, it's done pretty well. So I think we can help some other people by continuing the lessons we've been teaching her and she's been learning on how to drive. So we'll continue doing that, and basically some things we missed in the first video because I wasn't really planning on doing any kind of teaching, at least for YouTube. We'd already taught with her, so we're going to go back a little bit here and do that with her. So first thing we're going to start with is the basics, and that is going to be just getting in the car and getting the seat set where everything should be. And then the next step is going to be a little more involved, where you saw in the previous video, just on flat road. Where you could basically just let the clutch out without any gas. Now I'm going to be on a hill, or she's going to be on a hill, and she's going to be learning how to work that clutch on a hill. So first things first, getting the seat where it needs to be. So we'll get started on that. Anything to say?
No, I'm ready. Woo.
Ready? Okay, all right, good. First things first, you want to put your left foot on the clutch and see if it'll go all the way to the floor. Now, first thing is make sure the emergency brake's on because we're on a bit of a hill. So give that a good tug. Nope, emergency brake. That's his gear shift. That's not a good start. Give it a good tug so you can't even pull it no higher, right?
No.
All right. So now, sit where your butts and back up is flat up against the seat, and then see if you can push that clutch all the way to the floor.
I can't.
You cannot. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab a hold of the controls on the front of the seat.
I'm pushing all the buttons.
You're pushing all of them but one, that's for sure.
What? Oh, I didn't know you could do it side to side.
The more you know.
The more you know. I still can't push it all the way around.
So let's see what you're doing right now. Right, you go forward a little bit and then try pushing that clutch in, right, until you feel it go all the way to the floor. And so far you haven't felt that, right? All right.
That's better, but I have to be on my tippy toes.
You're on tippy toes, so maybe just a little bit more. It doesn't hurt to go to your tippy toes. That's no big deal, because that gives you more room for your legs to move around.
Yeah.
So see if you can push that clutch all the way down again. Good?
Yeah.
Alright, now get that steering wheel. See how it's sitting up like a bus driver, right? You don't need that. You need where it's a line of sight. The more stuff out of your line of sight, the better, right? So right here's this lever right here is what lowers that steering wheel down.
Okay, whoa.
There you go.
Oh. Is that good? Whoa.
Does that feel like you got a pretty clear line of sight?
Yeah. I can see.
Yeah, too much reflection out here to be able to tell. Yep, that seems pretty good to me. And then you got a pretty good amount of room there. Now here's the thing. See how much space is between your gut and the steering wheel, right? Your stomach and the steering wheel. The problem people do is they'll get to where they're too tight up on that steering wheel. So now, shoulders flat against the back of the seat. All right. Now put your palms or your hands up on the top of the steering wheel. All right. So your back of that seat can go back some.
Okay.
So this lever here, now what we're trying to do is get where these. Okay, so put your arm back on that steering wheel. Let's see how much of a bend is in your elbow. Now, there you go, like that. No. There you go. So now put your hands at the bottom of the steering wheel. See how tight your arms against your shoulders or your rib cage is?
Yeah.
So if you did have to really react and move that steering wheel around a bunch, then that's going to be difficult to move your hands like you need to. So your feet are where they need to be. So now the back of the backrest needs to go back some. So there's this lever right here. That lever right there. Nope, there you go. And just one notch at a time. Now put your hands up there. All right. That's a little better, I think. A little bit more comfortable. A little bit more room there.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, does it feel like you can't see over the hood of the car now?
Yep.
Okay. Remember, you go back to those buttons there and try to find one that lifts the back of the seat. Oh. All right, so put your hands back up on the steering wheel. That seems pretty good. Put them at the bottom. All right. That's a pretty good amount of space to be able to move around. Okay. And you feel like you look over the dash pretty good there?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there is the process of getting your seat set. Now that'll be easier and quicker as you get to know your car and get more familiar with your car. And ultimately, if you're the only person driving your car, then it's not going to move around a bunch. So once you kind of get it set where you want it, that's where it's going to be. And then what I would recommend is getting it out of the vehicle. Then all you do is just lift your steering wheel up so you can get in and out a little easier. But you also want a little bit of room between the steering wheel and your leg there. So your hands can pass through. A lot of times you'll see people put the steering wheel where it's all the way up against their leg or all the way against their stomach. And you don't want any one of this. You want your hands to be able to pass all the way around that steering wheel. Right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So there's really the first lessons of getting in a car and getting ready to drive it. All right. So any ideas or thoughts or questions on that?
Okay.
You good? All right. Next thing we're going to be doing is hill starts. I don't know if this camera's going to show. That shows pretty good. That's the hill we're going to be going up. We're just going to do it right here in the driveway. We had some people of major concerns there in our last video that we were on public roads, and we weren't on the last one, and we won't be on this one. So anyway, so we'll be practicing that on the next video, which will be learning to work the pedals in a manual shift on a hill start. You got anything else to say on it? See you bye.
See you bye.
Okay. God bless y'all. Have a good one.